to the Spiritual Reality Show. Janet,
Hello,
we're live.
everybody. Hello, welcome. So happy to have you all here.
Just gonna, while you just go ahead and talk a little bit, I'm gonna check the technical stuff because stuff is
All
happening.
right.
We're live,
So,
and I
you
just
know who
have
the
to.
technical person is here? It's Vivica. So, we decided we'd pull a card straight out. And, I hope you enjoyed the card pulling. So, if you do, please, give us a thumbs up or give us a like or, something that lets us know you like these parts. So, this to me, I got chills as soon as I pulled this card. So, it's called the Light Spirit. So here it
Ooh,
is, light spirit. I got to pull it back so you can
yeah.
see it with the light I have here. Sorry. It's a little bright. It's the
Yeah.
light. Look at the light
Yeah.
coming in.
Oh, I love that. I
Isn't
love
that,
that.
can you see it?
Yep.
And it's number 17, which in the States,
Mm.
anywhere in the world, is kind of a significant number. It connects to a group that's, we won't name, but it's an amazing connection. I'm like chills, like this is not just spiritual, this is earthbound connection. This is all of it. I mean, we are multidimensional right now. We just got there just by pulling that card.
Whoa.
So I'm really, really excited. I'm going to ground us first because we always want to ground and put us in our sacred
Yeah.
space.
Yes.
So
Oh,
I'm going to be
before we do
grounding.
that, Janet, I just want to say hi to everyone coming in. I see people are still, jumping on here. And we have some love coming from Norway. Janne
Oh,
says
thank you.
hello. So hello, Janne. Welcome. And if anybody else want to give a shout out or is that
Yeah,
what?
tell
Oh,
us where you're
yeah.
from.
Put it in the
Tell us where you're from. We'd love to hear who's checking in.
yeah.
Norway, the States, anywhere in the
Mm,
world, Canada, Australia,
yeah.
South Africa, anywhere in Europe, UK, Scandinavia. We
Yeah.
would love to hear from you and just
Yes.
let's know who our audience is, where you're all coming from.
Yes. Perfect. So let's get started with the grounding exercise. Thank you, Janet.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to just ask you all to just recognize that your feet are on the ground. And if they aren't, just get yourself connected to the earth by sending down this root. So we're going to start with that anyway. And first, we'll start with a nice deep breath in through your nose and down into your belly and out your mouth. So in through the nose, into the belly, and blow it out. And then again, in through the nose, down into your belly, and feel your belly kind of pop out so you know you're getting it in there. And then going down, pull it back in as you blow it out. And then one last one, and blow it out. And I always ask you to visualize going down your legs, those beautiful crystalline roots of light. And this is what we're made of. We're made of light. And look at the card we got. We got the light card. It's bringing tears to my eyes. Ooh. All right. I'm crying now. Sorry, guys,
I
because it's
love
a
it.
profound
This is
moment.
it.
So send those roots down to the earth. Keep sending them down your legs and out your feet and going down through the layers of the earth. Going down, down through those roots, those layers of the earth, towards that giant golden crystal that I see as the heart of Mother Gaia. And I feel this welcoming, welcoming love there with Mother Gaia. And I see it as a giant golden crystal. And she is radiating out this huge light today. It's just huge. And she's welcoming us. So wrap your roots around her and allow them to just connect with her and become one with her. And you can plant them next to her as well, and that energy will connect with you and become one with you. And now this energy, this beautiful love of the unconditional love of Mother Gaia is going to come flowing up our legs, this golden shimmering light, up our legs, up through the layers of the earth, up through our feet, rather, sorry, up through our feet into our legs, then up into our belly, up through our arms, and then up into our chest, and then see it go through the neck, and then up through the head, and then see it go right out the crown of your head. Send that beam of shimmering golden light right out into the sky. Keep sending it up. You're going to go way up now. So keep sending, sending, sending way out into the universe. Now we're out in that inky purple universe, and there's millions of stars twinkling at us. And each of those stars are these glimmering, beautiful bodies of light. All of them are energy and light. Send whatever one is shimmering brightest at you, send that beam of light to that star. And when you connect with that star, You are becoming one with your soul group, your soul monad, your beings of light who are here for you in this journey. And this is a profound journey. We are so blessed to be on this journey. And this is an emotional grounding. And so as you connect with this group, just know that they're friends, relatives, beings you've just passed in the planet in physicality, people you don't know. It could be galactic beings, ascended masters, angels, guides, so many different beings. Just your imagination is unlimited to who they could be. And then we're going to send this beam of light now to the central sun. And the central sun is our beautiful portal to the rest of the galaxies. And the central sun is shifting us from our carbon-based bodies to the crystalline-based bodies. And so now that is going to send down, the sun is going to send down the cosmic flush. And the cosmic flush is the shimmering silvery light. See it come flowing down towards the earth, go back, coming down towards where you live, coming in through the roof of your house, coming in through the crown of your head. It's going to come in very gently and lovingly, flowing through you like the figure 8 as it picks up any low or dense energies, anything you just want to let go of right now, any fear, any worry, any sadness, any bitterness, any resentment, anger, whatever you have, let it go into these waters. And these waters are going to flow now down your body and down your legs and out your feet and going down through the layers of the earth again towards that giant crystal. And surrounding that crystal is a fiery ring of light. Send it into that light and see it be burned up and transmuted into the most glorious light. And so now put your hands on your heart and know that you're connecting with this beautiful soul light. This is our source light, our pilot light, the light that connects us all together and makes us all one here. We are all connected as one at this moment. Anyone who's here now, anyone who's listening in the future. And as you connect there, feel that energy, that loving light, that beautiful, unconditional love just start to flow forward to the front of your heart and then just start flowing out into your cells. This liquid golden light of love just fills you up. If you're missing love, if you're feeling without love, this is going to fill you up. Just accept it, receive it, allow it to fill you up right now. Let it flow into your cells. And as it overflows, allow it to overflow. Feel the abundance of that love. It's going to flow around you and create this most beautiful, beautiful egg of light, this sacred light. This is that unconditional love that is always there for us. No matter how alone we feel, we're never alone. This light is always here for us. So I always ask for an intention for the session. So Vibeke, what is your intention for this session today?
For all of us to be open to receiving abundance into our lives.
Yes, yes. And my intention also is to bring this light into our hearts and allow it to really fill us up, because I think so many times we forget to receive. So I'm asking for this light to come through and fill us up, allowing everyone on the planet, everyone listening, to fill us all up. We're ready for this light. We've been preparing for this light. We have created this reality to bring this light in. So thank you, thank you, thank you, all beings of light that are here. I'm going to ask them to stay connected, but step back. Take a deep breath. Come back into your body. Slowly open your eyes. Whew.
Oh, that
That
was
was
lovely.
emotional.
That was so good. Thank you so much, Janet, for creating that sacred space for us. That was
Whew.
amazing.
I'm still teary. I'm still feeling this
That's the love.
amazing.
That's
It
the
is.
unconditional
It is.
love. Oh, I love it. And you know what? It's been quite a journey this week, and I just want to jump in because I
Yeah.
know you talk about the light coming in, and that we are of light, and that as long as we open ourselves up and accept our light, all good is available. And but I discovered something this week about myself. and about abundance. I feel like a very abundant human being. I live in tune with my soul purpose, and I'm open as a channel of love, if you wish. And I get a lot of gifts from Mother Earth, from also the physical. But there's been this issue that's been arising and coming up for me lately, and that's money, specifically money. Abundance is so much, and but this week has been about money, and the way, not that we have lack of money, but the limiting beliefs that I have adopted or created for myself around money. And what really happened was that I was so frustrated, Janet. I was like, okay, I put in all this effort, all this work, and I, as a human being, like when you go to work, you're used to getting paid, right? And it's just not coming in, it's not flowing. And knowing how abundant I am and how my life is flowing, I started to question, where am I blocking? What is happening? So I wasn't looking for the answer outside myself. I knew that it had to do with me and that I was blocking the flow of money coming into my life. And I know a lot of people struggle with this, so I want to be transparent and share this story because it is vulnerable. And so today I really felt like I need to figure this out to find a peace of mind so I can actually embody my soul and follow my heart and soul so that the mind doesn't go all crazy. So I did a long meditation, and as soon as I sat down to do the meditation, my phone rang. And I looked at my phone because I was wearing headphones, so it was ringing in my ears. And I was like, oh, who's calling me now? I forgot to turn it off. And I saw that it was my father. And I go, no, I'm not talking to him at this moment. And he just hung up. He just rang once and then he hung up. So I was like, okay, so I'll deal with it later. And I went through this deep meditation where, for the first time in my journey as a spiritual coach, living and doing this for a living, 15 years now, first time ever, I was contacted by the spirit of money or abundance. And that energy was so mind blowing, beautiful, that my limitations became so clear because I could see in her greeting me, the energy surrounding me, and just streaming or just pouring energy towards me with love and with money and abundance. I could see that I didn't receive. I could see it in my energy that I went, oops, protection. And that awareness, sitting in that meditation, seeing, I could feel her beauty. I could feel her unconditional love for me. It shifted me, and I saw why I don't feel worthy. I don't feel worthy her beauty. She's giving me all this, and I don't feel worthy. She's much too beautiful for me. I know it sounds weird, Janet, because as an adult,
No,
this
no.
is not, but
I think this is a universal thought that none of
yeah,
us feel worthy. I don't think
yeah.
any of us, no matter who we are, feel worthy.
And so what happened was that, okay, so I saw this and I said, well, I know this. And I did the reframe, and she embraced me, and I could see that I received, and I felt it. I felt the energy coming. I felt the money coming. I felt everything. I saw it. I'm very visual. And what happened was that then I suddenly saw why I've been blocking the money. So when I opened
Mm.
myself up to receive these limiting beliefs that I've created for myself, because my highest value in life is freedom. Don't try to take my freedom away, or I will, you know.
Me too.
Yeah. And
Totally.
so I suddenly started to reflect that freedom, having a job, to me, working for somebody else is not freedom. That's why I chose to be, an entrepreneur, right? To do it by myself, to
Mhm.
be my own, to have that freedom to do what I want and to bring the values that I have into my work. So that's
Yep.
very important to me so that I could be authentic and be myself. So I saw that, okay, that's why I can't, I don't get a job out there. If I want to have a job, people won't hire me. And I get, okay, I get it now, because money to them giving me, you work for money, right? And to them, that's conditions. There's
Yeah.
conditions to the money. And then I saw my parents, or my father specifically, how he had treated money. And every time he gives me money, it's always with conditions, because he has already made up his mind on how I'm going to spend the money. And I have several ways of, looking at how I decided not to, because everything was coming, it was just flowing, and I saw all these things, unfold in my life, where I just said, okay, money comes with conditions. It's better not to have money, because at least I have my freedom.
That's a profound understanding, Vivica.
I was
As
like,
you're saying that,
whoa!
I'm getting so many memories, and you're going to finish your thought, but that is a profound understanding. Yeah,
It was. And I was like, I get it. So I actually wrote, because everybody who's do this kind of work, you have to write, right? So you have a journal. I wrote
absolutely.
3 pages of specifically what the spirit of money, or the spirit of
Mhm.
abundance, told me, and how I reacted to her. And then everything that I've created with that huge wall of resisting money, because money equals conditions. You're not free.
So I know you mentioned a story that you told me before we came on. So mention what you did. You don't have to say the amount if you don't want to, but just say, tell them the story. What happened when you got some
Yeah,
money?
twice in my life, I've received huge amounts of money, like $70,000 twice. And it was given to me based on who I was and what I did, and my work. It was a donation. And
That's a
when I
lot of
got that
money,
money,
Vivica.
yeah, and when I got that money, you know what I did with it? Because I also asked, I remember this, I asked the person giving the first donation, is it given in unconditional love? And
Okay.
yes, it was. And
Okay.
I said, okay, then I can receive. But, I had that wall. I didn't know
But
this.
you didn't really receive, did you?
Yeah, no. So when I got the money, oh, no, I never got it, Janet. That just flashed now,
No, there was
because,
one you got. You
yeah,
got
wait,
one, but what
wait.
did you do?
No, no, no,
Yeah,
no, no. I didn't get it in my bank account. I said, I want to start a nonprofit. So I
right.
never
Okay.
received the money in my bank account. It went
Oh.
straight to opening the nonprofit. See, I just reflected. No, thank you. Conditions. And then this happened
Oh
again.
my goodness.
And a year
Yeah.
later, it happened again. And the money never arrived in my bank account, because I already decided that it was going to go to the nonprofit. So,
Hmm.
and it was given to me as a person again, and I didn't receive it. I gave it away once again. So
Yeah.
it never appeared.
That's a powerful knowing because yeah, you didn't receive and we're not open to receive a lot. It's so interesting. This is the unworthiness and I also think that that is an ingrained teaching that we've been given since children and our parents were taught that. I think all the generations on this planet have been taught that because we're learning we're not totally free on the planet, are we? I mean, just
No.
if you really want to get, I'm not going to get into the huge big picture, but we aren't really free. And if we're living in a matrix, and we work and we pay taxes, we're not, all that. What do they do to get the taxes? To tell you the truth, I think they just spend it all and enjoy themselves and take private flights and do the worst things we can possibly think with the money. And we're giving it to them with good faith and unconditional love,
Mm.
trust. And what do we get? We
Yeah.
don't get anything in return. So now we're feeling so we're learning that unworthiness is part of of money.
Yes.
And so money has the condition of unworthiness.
Yeah.
It has the condition that it's not worth receiving because it's kind of like dirty. Money's kind of
Yeah.
dirty, isn't it?
We have a lot
And
of
I've always felt that
weird stuff
myself,
going on. Yeah.
It's so true. I've always
I
felt that
just,
myself.
I'm sorry, Jen. I just wanted to share that.
No,
I'm just going
finish
to
it.
check no, I just want to check the comments to make sure now
Yes,
I've told
I
the
can't
story.
see chat. Only Vivica can, so she's going
Yes.
to check.
So we have Helge from Oslo. Hello, Helge. I know
Hello,
him.
Oslo.
He's a wonderful man. And then we have Sandra. She has a question actually. So
Excellent.
freedom. How can I really feel that with things going on? Good question.
Yeah,
Oh, good question. There's a lot of
yeah.
energy moving around. Do you want to start, Janet, or do you want me to?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
love that question because I was listening to someone today and we were, and it was so powerful, the things that he was sharing. And it's all about, this whole situation on our planet is allowing us to look at the lack of freedom we have, which I know this person is stating that how can I do this because it's a lack of freedom, and yet it's causing us to go inner, do the inner work. Inner work allows us to create our own freedom. So when we go in, and this is hard work, and we can't expect the outer world to do it for us. This is our job, our responsibility as creators of our reality, to go in and do this work, dig deep, like what Vivica just did about going in to say, what's going on with abundance in my life? I mean, that's a powerful, and it doesn't take a lot. We just go into stillness, and stillness is key. And this person talked about going into stillness, which we hear the word, nonstop lately, but it's a very powerful word because it's allowing us to go in. And so maybe you don't like that. Maybe it's uncomfortable because it brings up a lot of negative thoughts going on in your head. Well, let them come and go. Allow them to come through you, because we have to let it pass through, grieve it if you have to, but then realize that what we have to do is stay in the now. We've got to stay present in the very now. Like, what's happening in your life at the very moment? Are you okay? Are you clothed, fed? You have an income? Or you're being taken care of somehow, some way? You have a house? You have friends, family, or somebody around you that cares about you? If you don't, then you have to care about you.
Yeah.
Only you can care about you, really. I mean, in the end, we come into this earth alone and we leave this earth alone. I mean, it's alone.
Okay, so I
So
just want to
that's
say,
just,
yeah, I want to say
I
something,
mean, this is
Janet.
just what I think the inner part, like what you did, is the most powerful key to not looking outside for the answers, but to go inside.
Yeah,
And when
but
we have an inner peace, everything in our life, sort of harmonizes. It kind of, and the flow comes in.
yeah.
Like, you're knowing that you got this, lack of receiving it may shift everything in your life. It'll be interesting to see how it
The,
goes forward.
the thing was also, Janet, that I know is very, very important as you go inside to find stillness and to tune into your soul and allow your soul to come forward and speak. It is also, like I said, my story is that I wasn't open. I didn't think about asking for guidance when it
Well, we
comes
don't.
to money or abundance. I
Sure.
took it for granted, if you wish. So I think the state of mind, like, define the freedom for yourself, because freedom, we define freedom differently. And so
Yeah.
knowing what you look at as freedom, to me, being free is allowing myself to be authentic. That is allowing me to shine and not being interrupted by the energies outside myself. It
And I'm
is,
the same way,
yeah,
Vivica. I have the same connection to freedom. Freedom equals money, like you said, that you could do what you want, use it as you choose. And jobs, I hated to work. I could never work in a confined space, not an office job. I felt like a prisoner.
yeah.
And I worked as a nurse. So
Mhm.
as a nurse, I mean, and I've been out of that for quite a while now, way before any of this broke open. Thank goodness. I'm so blessed.
Mhm.
But, I know I would have still taken the same stand I have now. But, that was equating freedom. Money was freedom for me as well.
Mhm.
And allowing money to come through has been not the easiest thing either.
Yeah.
So I
And
get it.
and Sandra says the now is good. And yes, it is. It is in the moment. It is being present. It is tuning inwards and being with yourself. And in that moment, you're not alone because you are so much more. You can feel a connection in the now. And it's sometimes we just have
Yeah,
to
yeah, I have a
train.
little comment. Yeah,
Yes.
one little comment. I don't mean to cut into you, but one comment I have is that we live in the past and in the future. This is what we've been trained to do, like plan ahead, look back. This has been like the mindset that we've been given. It's almost like a mind control. Sorry, but that's what I'm feeling. And so to be in the present will allow us to go deeper. And that is what the forces don't want us to do, to release and to move into the ascension energies and the higher consciousness we're ready for.
Yep.
This is what this is for. This is why we're being distracted with war and the thoughts of, not enough food in the world. And oh gosh, the world energy and the climate, all of this is natural, but they're making it like it isn't. Or if they're controlling it, it's another problem. But the problem is that we are being distracted. And so staying in the now and being present allows us to go deep and to clear our minds and be in neutral. We don't have fear when we're in the now because everything's okay. We're not afraid. We're perfectly safe right now, aren't we all? If you really look at your moment right now, are you safe?
And if you should ever fall out of that moment, say that you're taken by the outside world, we are all, sometimes we fall out of, we lose our grounding and we're taken by the energies. Just realign yourself. Take your left hand over your heart chakra, your right hand over your sacral, and just tell yourself you're safe. I am safe.
Yes.
I am
Yes.
loved. I am abundant. Whatever comes to you. And just be present as you say these and just hold yourself. That's showing
Yes.
so much self-love and self-care. And it's so
Exactly.
important in these,
Self-love.
yeah.
That has been my mantra since the day I started speaking out like this in public, and I it was all about self-love because I don't think any of us really we're told it's not important. You have to, it's all service to others, which it is. It's important to be service to others, but the other is also us.
Mhm.
We have to serve ourselves first, and that's not being service to self. That's being loving to yourself, because that's allowing us to be worthy.
Mhm.
We are worthy because we are source. We are part of source. We are God. We are spark of God. So we are worthy. How could we not be? We come
I
in as a
actually, I have
person.
a funny one because when my kids growing up, we used to travel before the pandemic and everything. We're actually going on vacation soon, so we're going to travel again on an airplane. And I remember there would be young kids, and we would look at the safety on board card, and it would always say, "Put your mask on as an adult first before you help your children." And that
Hmm.
is self-love. You're not to help anybody if you're unconscious. And so
Exactly.
you just have
Exactly.
to make sure that you're okay to have the power and strength to help others. It's that
That is the
simple.
perfect example. Yeah. I read a children's book yesterday that I bought for my grandson who's going to be 3, and it was I Am Not Afraid.
Mm,
And I read the whole book, and I'm like, any adult needs to hear this as well,
yeah.
because the fear factor is what pulls us out of being in the now, totally distracts us, pulls us right out. This is coming, that's coming, what's coming next. It's like, seriously, it's just distraction. We
Mm,
have to see that what's been going on has been a real show. It's a
yeah.
show of control,
Yeah.
and so we have to pull away from it, and allow ourselves to take back our power to be the sovereign beings, the spiritual sovereign beings that we are, and the creators of our reality. So I don't know. I didn't finish reading about the light. Did
Please
you want
do
to say
that.
one last thing? Because we have our time is getting
Yeah,
close.
I
It's
would love
already.
for you to end with a card. We started with pulling the card. Now you can read the card, and we'll close the sacred space with that card. And before we do, I just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you to everyone watching, and thank you, Sandra, for reaching out to us. We love this.
Yes.
We love to be
So
of service.
appreciate that
That's why we're
question.
here. So we love
Great
getting your
question.
questions. So please keep sending
Excellent.
us your
Thank you,
questions.
Sandra.
Yeah. Should I just say
Okay.
that next week we'll have a recording?
Yes.
Yes. So
The
next
next
week,
couple,
yeah,
at least
because
2, maybe 3.
we're both going on a holiday on separate, so doing lives is going to be difficult because I'm
So we're
I'm going
going
to
to
be in
record a
Turkey,
few.
so I'll be
And I'm
going.
going to the beach.
Yes. So we'll be back. Don't you worry. And we have lots to discuss. We need to discuss the UFO situation because I have some
That'll
great
be our next
insight.
talk. That's
Yeah.
going to be our next talk, because it's very interesting how
Yeah.
disclosure is coming out, and it's very subtle, and it's exciting as heck. This stuff makes my heart go on fire. I love
Yeah,
it.
and I've
I
had
just.
a great sighting of UFOs in Sedona. Oh, with a group of people from Norway. It was just amazing. So I can't wait to
So
share
we're
that
going
out.
to talk about that.
Yeah.
Yep, I had an experience. I didn't actually see one, but we'll talk about that. I knew it was there. The energy of it was just as powerful. So it's so interesting what we go through when we ask for things
Mhm.
and we receive. See, this is all about receiving again.
Yeah.
I asked for something and I received something. So we'll tell you about that in our next talk. So
Okay.
light spirit, intuition, guidance, vision. Oh my goodness, my phone is blinking. This is so interesting. Like there's somebody talking to me here. And I don't, it's not even, I'm not touching it. I salute the light within your eyes where the whole universe dwells. And that is a Native American proverb.
Mm.
Light spirit is a spirit of intuition, guidance, and vision. Light spirit represents our awareness within. The qualities of light are those qualities that will not only help us to see, but also understand more clearly. This light of wisdom will guide us safely through any challenges. Imagine sailing at night, trying to navigate through the dark without a compass, or trying to find your way around in a dark room with no lights. The only time you find out something's there is when you bump or crash into it. Life can be a lot like this without intuition as our guide. Intuition is our inner vision, our ability to understand or just know something immediately without any need for conscious reasoning. And it's highly reliable, as we all know. When we allow, things come through. They just
Yes.
do. When we receive, we get great things. One day, in the collective awareness, as well as in the scientific community, intuition will be considered just as real as any of our five physical senses. For now, just trust your intuition. And I just heard, beside, you know how they say we have the sixth sense, that
Mm.
there's a seventh, and the seventh is a
Yeah.
galactic connection. So we'll talk about that another time. Light Spirit's message is to become more keenly aware of your intuition and to trust and follow its guidance. The lighter you are within, and this is the word within, going within, the more access you have to this guidance. To help access this light, here is a meditation of light. Oh, do you want me to do the little meditation? We can close
Yes.
our eyes and
We'll
end
close the
with it.
sacred space. Go ahead.
Yep. And then we'll close the space right after this. So close your eyes and bring your attention to your breathing without trying to change it. Imagine a beautiful crystalline white light descending from the heavens through the crown of your head. See and feel this beautiful radiant light filling every part of your body, a glorious waterfall of pure, unconditional love. Understand that this is a gift from our Creator, here to activate your energy field and transmute all that no longer serves you into a higher vibration of light. See and feel your entire body immersed in this light. Imagine this light entering the ground through your feet and connecting deep into the earth, all the way to its core. Let this light circulate and flow through your entire being. Surrender to this light and allow it to transform anything that has veiled or obscured love. Say aloud 3 times, and I hope I'm going to say it once and then we'll all say it together 3 times. I am guided today by light and love. So please join us. I
I
am
am
guided
today
today by light
by light
and love.
and love.
I
I'm
am guided
guided today
today by
by
light
and
and love. I am guided
guided today
today by light
and
and love. Wow. So I'm going to thank all the beings of light who are here for us today. We are so grateful for this amazing message that you brought to us today. So powerful, helping us step back into the power of who we truly are, because we are so much more powerful than we know. And you have to keep saying that to yourself, because this sentence is going to shift us tremendously. We are so much more powerful than we know. And so I thank you, thank you, thank you. I cut the cord, send them all back with love. And I am just asking you to take a breath, come back into your body again, and open your eyes. And we are so grateful that you are here.
yes.
Thank you again. We will see you not live in the next couple of weeks, but we shall see you in the next couple of weeks anyway. So
Yes,
please tune in.
and I've got some great comments. Also, how to trust your personal boundaries. So we'll
Okay.
definitely take this into consideration when we prepare a pre-recorded session for you. So you'll see us again, and then we'll be back live in 14 days, I think it is, or 3 weeks maybe.
It
Yeah.
could be 3 weeks. Do you want to read what they are just so we can hear it?
Yeah, I just saw we are so powerful that we are from Sandra again. Thank you so much. Just
Yes, we're
perfect.
in the same, we're very aligned, Sandra.
Yes, very, very. So I have the chat, so I'll read it to you.
Okay,
So we'll let you
perfect.
all go. So thank you and have an
Yes.
amazing day wherever you are in this beautiful world. Thank you.
And always remember, you are the light.